Our modern environment treats momentum as the only valid state of being. We are told to optimize every second, to keep scrolling, and to view any moment of stillness as a failure of productivity. But Naser Khosrow suggests that relentless momentum is actually a destabilizing force. For a reality to endure, his logic suggests, it needs a fixed internal anchor. The universe requires you to sit perfectly still to remain stable. Khosrow was an 11th century Persian philosopher and traveler who spent decades walking across the Middle East, observing the mechanics of the natural world. In his work al-Akhawan, he began a fundamental inquiry. What are the absolute building blocks that keep our reality from collapsing? His investigation into cosmic stability led him to a singular answer. The universe survives on the interdependent balance between motion and rest. Khosrow built his logic on cause and effect. He noted that just as the sun is the direct cause of daylight, if you remove the sun, the day ends, there must be a primary cause for the stability of the cosmos. He argued creation is generated by a specific friction, the constant motion of celestial spheres grinding against the perfect stillness of the earth. If the sky stopped moving, or the earth lost its fixity, the world would cease to exist. He then applied this large-scale physics to the individual, calling the human being the alam-e-sagir, the microcosm. Khosrow observed that your biology mirrors the stars. Your hands, feet, and blood are in constant necessary motion, but they depend entirely on parts of the body that stay still, like the core of the head, the nose, and the ears. He uses the human body to illustrate his broader point. If the small world of the person relies on this balance between action and rest, then the great world of the universe must follow the same architecture. 2 centuries later, the mystic Jalal ad-Din Rumi integrated the structural logic into his spiritual poetry, the Mathnawi. Rumi proposed that hidden truths only become visible through their contradictions. We can only understand the concept of joy because we have a memory of suffering to compare it against. This philosophy is performed physically by the whirling dervishes. Their rapid physical spinning represents the movement of the heavens, but the center of the dervish is different. While the body rotates at high speed, the mind and heart are trained to maintain a state of perfect stillness, anchored to the divine. Rumi added a soul to Khosrow's physics. He argued true stillness is not the absence of movement, but the achievement of internal clarity while living in a world that refuses to stop. This tension is a recurring theme across civilizations. In ancient Greece, Heraclitus argued that constant flux was the only true reality. Aristotle later attempted to reconcile the idea of a moving world with a stable one, theorizing that the universe required an unmoved mover to act as its permanent anchor. In 20th century Europe, Martin Heidegger explored the anxiety of being thrown into a world of relentless movement. He suggested that finding an authentic existence requires a state of resolute stillness to counteract the constant noise of the world. Directly to audience, if you're finding this research valuable, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Journey East and Taoism views reality as the interaction of yin and yang, the interdependent forces of a resting earth and a moving heaven locking together. In the Tao Te Ching, Laozi describes effortless action, where the most effective outward motion is born from a foundation of deep stillness. Zen Buddhism similarly teaches that navigating a chaotic world requires a mind that remains as unmoving as a mountain. These thinkers, operating in total isolation, all gravitated towards the same conclusion, that reality is built on a tension between these two opposites. Today, our brains are subjected to a constant barrage of inputs. The information age has forced us into a state of perpetual, high-speed movement. Using Khosrow's terms, we have become all sky and no ground. We have lost the resting earth of our own lives, and without that anchor, our stability begins to fracture. When stillness is removed, autonomy follows. We stop making choices and begin simply reacting to the next notification. Intentional rest is what gives our actions their shape. Just as the empty spaces between words make a sentence readable, the pauses in our lives make our actions meaningful. If you are indeed the universe in miniature, then the same requirements for balance apply to your mental and physical health. True stability is the ability to hold both the movement of the world and the peace of your own mind at the same time. Stop. Breathe. In this moment of stillness, you are aligning yourself with the structural balance these thinkers spent lifetimes describing. You are mimicking the stillness of the earth itself.